interest rates, elections, inventory, and price drops. What in the world is going on with the Florida housing market, and what can we expect coming in the next few months? I'm going to give you the truth behind it all. Well, what's up, my friends? My name is Matt Light, and I'm a top producing realtor in the Sarasota area. My team was also recognized again this last quarter as a top 25 team in the entire country. So if you're looking for a real estate expert, I think the numbers prove that you have come to the right place. So you're watching this video right now because of one of two things. First, you're a local or soon to be local, and you're signed up for my really popular monthly newsletter, and you clicked on the video link, and now you're here watching this. Those of you not signed up, you need to get on this newsletter. It has all the juicy details of new things coming into the area and things that are changing in our area. Click in the description below and you can sign up for that today. Or you're in the second category of people and you're considering moving to this area and you're really trying to figure out if right now is the right time to pull the trigger and purchase something, or should I wait? Where am I at? You're trying to gauge the market to make the best decision for you and your family. And in today's video, we're going to break down the overall Sarasota real estate market and what I think is going to happen in the second half of the year. I'm also going to talk about what builders are doing with new construction pricing and incentives. And then I'm going to talk about the two major things that I think are going to affect the market in the next 90 days. The numbers and graphs that I'm going to show you are what I consider to be the most popular areas of Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. So I'm excluding Northport and Inglewood, even though they are technically part of Sarasota County. Many people relocating to the area probably wouldn't really consider those locations. So again, these numbers are going to be the most accurate for what you probably really want. And a side note, you can download this entire market report in the video description below because it breaks down specific areas. Like if you want to know all the details of single family homes and condos in Lakewood Ranch, focuses on that, or Palmer Ranch, or Siesta Key, or Lido Key, or east of the interstate. All of it is broken down and you can do that in the description below. Now, I had a thought about big market drops because, you know, everyone's talking about the price, you know, housing crash, all this other stuff like that. So I had a thought about it when I was driving the truck the other day. I decided to pull up my phone and record it. So take a look, take a listen to this.
So the numbers are in, and I'm really interested to analyze and see if the transaction volume, the number of transactions, is down or decreasing. Because I think if that is decreasing, then you would potentially start to see prices decrease if inventory is remaining. Interested to see when I get into the office and I break down the numbers next week and really dial it in to see what the market's doing.
So here's the numbers on closed transactions. Sarasota County saw a drop in closed sales for the months of April, May, and June. It's down 6% from this time last year. This number is down 15% from 2022 and down 34% from 2021. Now keep in mind, 2021 was a booming year for real estate here in Florida. So we expect to see everything draw back from the year of 2021. I just wanted to show you how the actual numbers reflect and how much it's drawn back since then. Inventory is up 66% from what it was on the market last year. Hear that? Right now, there are around 4,200 active listings for sale in our area. This is about what the active inventory was prior to everything going crazy from the pandemic. So again, we're kind of back to that 2019 numbers in terms of inventory. So now let's see about pricing trends. And I'm going to use single family data for this. For the median single family home in Sarasota, right now it's $581,000. This is up 1% from what it was last year. It's up 4% from 2022, and it's up 31% from what it was in 2021. So I haven't really seen a huge drop off in pricing, but much more of a leveling out the last 2 years. And typically we see pricing go up around 4 to 6% every year. We're not seeing that right now. We're not seeing it kind of stay on par with inflation and other things like that. So what about new construction? What trends are we seeing with them? Well, essentially the same thing that we're seeing with the above numbers. We're seeing increasing inventory, fewer transactions, and a lot more incentives. I mean, I'm seeing incentives like people giving a lot of money towards design centers. I'm seeing builders offer free pools right now for this month. So there are a ton of incentives that builders are trying to do because their traffic is low. Do I think builders are going to cut their prices? Yes and no. They're not going to cut the base prices as like what is advertised online, but like I just said, they're going to do bigger incentives like interest rate buy downs, closing cost incentives, giving free money at the design center, the pools, all those things that I kind of just talked about. And every month these incentives change, but right now these builders, they've really been willing to play ball. So this can certainly benefit a buyer in today's market. Now, let's say you get to next month, they blast through their sales of the month. They're not going to offer incentives the following month. So it really is kind of all about timing of what are they doing right now with hitting their specific numbers. So two major things that I want to touch on that are going to affect the market, I think, in the next 90 days. The first is this big NAR NAR, National Association of Realtors lawsuit, and what that's going to do with buyers specifically here in Florida. I think these changes, they took effect recently as of August 6th. And if you're a buyer, you no longer can view properties in the state of Florida unless you have what is called a buyer's broker agreement signed. It's a new era to the game. Right now, I would put it into simple terms. Think of it as this. There are 3 agreements that are part of any real estate transaction. You have the listing agreement, which is between the seller and their listing broker. You have the purchase agreement, which is the offer that we write, like the sales contract, the purchase of a property, the price, all those things like that. And now you have this 3rd agreement that we have, which is called a buyer's agreement. And this is between the buyer and their realtor, their agent. And in this agreement, it basically says what I, your buyer's agent, get paid. And the misconception that people are having is that the buyers are gonna pay for this in cash. When all that my team is really gonna do is we're gonna ask for your permission if we negotiate that the seller pays it. Essentially what's been done ever since the beginning of selling real estate, ever since I've been in real estate at least. So this could affect the market because I think it confuses a lot of buyers. And I think buyers will kind of sit on the sidelines because they don't really know what to do because they're not educated, or they're talking to realtors that have no idea what they're doing and they're not experienced, they're not good at negotiating, anything like that. And there are some really bad realtors out there and they don't really understand how this works. So my team, we got some of the best lenders, best attorneys, insurance agents, you name it, we can find it for you. And we want to help you and your family find your next home. So make sure to jump on a call with us and get this process started. You can email me at info@mattlight.com or call or text the number on the screen. And then the last thing that's going to affect the real estate market going forward, and I've already talked to people on the phone about this, buyers who this is directly affecting them. So listen up to this right now. And then I'm going to give you my predictions moving forward. But the election, this is a huge election on all fronts. The presidential election, typically during election years, people get very afraid of the future and they don't make huge, drastic, life-changing decisions such as purchasing a home or a condo, such as purchasing property. So I think, people will sit on the sidelines, they hold their money until the future is a little bit more known. And I think with the NAR changes and the election, these are 2 things coming this fall that could potentially slow down the market until things just play out in the next couple of months. So what would I do if I was you, right? That's kind of why you're jumping on here and that's what you want to know. And some of you have even blasted me on social media for saying, never listen to a realtor about buying a house. Like, check this out, that this guy wrote, asking a realtor when is a good time to buy is like asking a drunk when is a good time to drink. Like, come on, man. Like, was that comment, was that really necessary? I mean, between you and I look at my job, I treat everything with care and diligence, and I try to help you and educate you on the market and help you narrow down different areas of Sarasota to help you figure out which one best suits you and your family. It's not my life, it's your life. And I'm just here as a resource to help you kind of navigate that and figure that out. I've lived here in Sarasota for 25 years. I went through all of the Sarasota County public school system personally. So I really think that myself, my team, we can actually help you. So what are my predictions moving forward? With our current housing, real estate, Florida, market crash trend, I think that you're going to see the current trend we're in until we get into the 4th quarter, 1st quarter of next year. Sarasota is still increasing in desirability of people wanting to live here. I mean, we've got over 30 miles of beaches. Like, that's crazy. The amount of beaches and the arts and things to do that we have in Sarasota is unmatched compared to other areas of Florida. But you are going to see more inventory over the next few months come to the market. And with more inventory, properties, they're gonna be sitting on the market longer, and sellers are likely to decrease the prices to become more competitive with their competition. So I think you're gonna see kind of the market pricing probably stabilize. Next quarter, you're probably gonna see things come down. Why? It's an election. The NAR changes. You have all these different things causing people to have the fear of the future and the fear of the unknown, and they're gonna hold their money. And then interest rates, we're seeing them start to come down. How drastically is that gonna affect the market? We're probably gonna know in the next 30, 60 days. So make sure you stay tuned with this channel, stay subscribed to this channel. But if you're a buyer and you want a top real estate team to help you, go ahead and fill out the buyer questionnaire in the video description below. This is gonna allow myself and my team to jump on a call with you and really help you navigate this crazy market from timing. I've sat with lunch with now past clients, and I've sat down with them and they said, Matt, our 1-hour conversation with you could have saved us 30 days of research. We tried to go to all these new construction communities, explore all these things, and you just asked us questions and you navigated it down to the exact 3 that we kind of took a month to navigate down. So we can do that for you guys. We can help you navigate all these different things. But I want to thank you for your time today. Thanks for taking 10 minutes or so to watch this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.